Morning guys. Everything you've ever been told about Islam at school or college is quite likely to be a load of bollocks, as we say, a load of nonsense. Islam has always been about being supremacist, being basically Nazi, invading, genocide, killing everyone that opposes it. It's been horrifically barbaric over hundreds of years. This is the Armenian genocide when they killed 1.5 million Christians. And this is what they call us, dirty kuffar, dirty ends, but it's worse than that. And as we know, all over the UK and Europe, we have the Muslim rape gangs. Yes, they're raping, they reckon they've raped about 1 million girls in the UK and killed quite a lot also. This is the Armenians being marched to their death in southern Syria. This is them following the Quran to the letter, torturing Christians, torturing opposite tribes. This is them in Africa, chopping hands off, Boko Haram. Typical Islamic savagery. Hanged Christians in Armenia in 1915. Google it. All these pictures are on Google. There's pictures of human heads, lines of bodies, there we go, lines of bodies, executed children, Christians, Protestants, Catholics, Assyrians, it doesn't matter which brand, we're all dirty ends. Dirty, disgusting ends. The lowliest of beasts, most disgusting creatures in the world. And as we know, with the Crusades, which, they actually call us like barbarians and what have you, this was how far Islam got. Right into France. It actually went further than that. And they were reversed. It occupied the whole of Spain for 400 years. All this land, this is where the barbarian first started. That was expansionism under Muhammad, and this whole area was Christian, of course, because here is the Holy Land. This is Jerusalem, what now called Israel, Palestine. This is where it spread out from. So obviously these were the first countries to be Christianised. It happened quite a bit later where we are, up in England here, Britain. So, as you see, it's never been about peace. It's always been about stealing people's children to sell as sex slaves to old perverts, just like Muhammad. Yes, he was. It's in the Quran. He had at least 66 concubines. What's a concubine? Concubine isn't a wife. It's somebody he used to screw, have sex with. And he had a particular liking for little boys and little girls. It's in the Quran. But none of you liberals have looked into it, have you? I'm quite lucky. I'm middle-aged, and my father told me about the Quran and about the sexual slavery when I was about 12 or 13, and I hardly believed him. But I knew he was such a good man. He'd volunteered for World War II. He'd brought up 5 children in a good, moral, kind of Christian way. I knew he wouldn't lie to me, so I believed him. And that is what got me wised up at a very young age to the savagery, the beastliness, the 1450 years of slavery, which helped build Islam. This was the slave-taking days were what they call the golden age of Islam. The golden age where they invaded all these innocent countries, butchered all the Christians, butchered all the Jews. There was a strong Jewish element, obviously, around here as well. Oh, it didn't matter. Even up here, when it spread into India, all the Hindus and the Sikhs, they butchered them in the tens of millions. They reckon 60 million got executed just in India, Western India, when it spread through up here into Western India. So when they talk about this religion of peace, just throw it in the trash can, throw it in the dustbin where it belongs, because it's always been about avarice, envy, stealing people's kids as sex slaves, butchering people, and there's only a few people in the UK speaking up about it, and I'm one of them. This is one of the Christian kids on his way to death. Yes, Britain First and a few other guys are the truth crusaders. They're telling you the truth, which Google refuses to tell you. If you look on Google, it doesn't mention anywhere about Islam's mass slavery, both labour slaves. This is Muhammad and his men, chopping their heads off in pre-prepared trenches. As we know, 90% of convicted jailed rapists in the UK are Muslim men. Sorry, but they are. Not the majority of offenders by numbers, but as far as grooming gang goes, 91% are all Mohammeds and Ahmeds and Azizes. This is the Armenian massacre again. They've dug up thousands and thousands of Christian heads. And there's still places in Syria where you can walk around and you're walking on Christian bones. They reckon 1.5 to 2 million killed by religion of peace, Islam.